This is the tutorial for 4th grade, Course E, Lesson number 5, titled Mini Project About Me. Notice how short it is. We see if we can get it in this one video without too much explanation. The directions here say, "Hello world, my name is Ricky, and here are some things that I'd like to share about me." Explore. Ricky is using Sprite Lab to create an interactive poster about herself that she can share on the web. Ricky has given you permission to check out her poster. You can even edit her code. Play with Ricky's poster and code for a bit, then click Finish. Click OK here. That will actually make that window smaller, giving you more room to look at the code that she has written. So the way that it stands right now, this is a code that was created, but please notice all of these green event blocks down here, and they all say when character clicked. Notice all that. Therefore, when we click run, if you go and click on the characters, you will see dialogue. Click on the icons of the laptops and even the dog, and similar things will happen. How about the ice cream itself? Okay, so that's what they meant by explore. So when you do have a turn, please go ahead and do so. And then you click on the arrows as well, and you can see movement that was programmed in. When you have explored to your satisfaction, go ahead and click finish. Click continue. So the entire purpose of this unit is that by the time we're done here, you will be able to create a similar type poster about you. Here is puzzle number 2, and I'm going to talk about these two tags here in just a moment. And please notice that you do have a symbol that you have seen before. All this means is that anything that you create in this program will follow you along to the next one. So the directions here say, Ricky, here, I'll help you make a cool poster. Do this. So you have 4 different things that they want you to do. The 4th one is optional. And I'm going to show you the steps to each of these. Number 1 says click the costumes tab at the top left of your screen next to code. Right now, code is chosen. That's why it looks like this. They're asking you to click on costumes. Number 2, edit the starting costume. This is the starting costume, or add a new one that you like. So you do have a choice. You can either edit this particular character, or you can add one that is more to your liking. Look for the people category. 3, change the sprite's costume to your own in the code below, which is right here. Now, if I click on this triangle right now, that's it. This is the only costume. However, as you start manipulating this costume or even adding other characters, when you come back to this page and click here, all of those other ones that you have added or modified will show up as well. Let's click OK to make this a little bit smaller. And the 4th option says set the sprite's size to whatever you like. So let's go ahead and click costumes and see what that looks like. Here we are. Notice that the first one that is selected is the icon for the character that we began with. So if you would like to stay here, you can actually start doodling and making this character look like what you want. You can also change colors here, and then come over here and start again modifying this character however you would like. I think this is funny to make him look like he's a little bit grumpy. But anyway, so for you, those of you that are familiar with Paint, you are welcome to change this character however you'd like until you're satisfied. However, if you click on New Costume, you actually get quite a few things to choose from, and each of these has a lot of different choices. For example, if I click Animals, even though there are only 4 little animals in that picture, if you come here though, you can see that you have quite a few, and that'll go for any category that you click. Here's buildings. So you can spend quite a bit of time here looking through, but I'm going to go ahead and choose a person just for now, and let's see. And I'm going to choose. Oh, notice that he showed up right there. I'm going to go back into costumes, and I'm going to choose a Halloween one. Maybe this guy right here, and then click done. And notice that they show up there. Now, what I wanted to show you was that because we modified the original costume and I added a couple of new ones, if I come up to the top and go back to code, and this time I click on this little triangle, there should be other sprites available now. There they are. Here's the one I modified, and here are the 2 that I that I added. So you are welcome to choose whichever one you want. And then let's say we've already edited the starting costume, or I added a new one, change the sprite's costume to your own. So I got to change this one as well so they match. Both of these must be the same. And then it says set the sprite's size to whatever you like. Right now it's at 150, but if I change that to 300, then he does in fact change size. So modify this beginning character however you want, or add a new character, and then do this as well. And then click run. And as soon as that bar goes all the way to the right hand side, you will be done and will be ready to go on to puzzle number 3. The instructions here say something about yourself and make sure it's safe. Use a when clicked event, and that's down here. It says when clicked, with a say block, which will be here. Actually, it'll be in sprites. Here it is, say. And have your sprite share safe information about yourself when your sprite is clicked. Examples of safe versus unsafe information. Safe would be like your first name or some favorite things or respectful opinions. Unsafe would be your full name or your home address or your phone number or email. Don't do that. Click OK to make that window a little bit smaller. So I need to grab the event block that says when the character is clicked, and I need this one to change to the character that I have. So make sure that they match. Make sure that all 3 of these areas match the same character. And if you do change one, make sure that you change all of them. Otherwise, this will not work. I'm going to put it back. Now, they did say to get the say block, which is in sprites, grab it here. And you get to type in whatever you want. Right now, it just says hello, but they did ask us to share information about yourself. So I can say something like, hi, my name is Mr. Villa. And you can add, when it's your turn, you can say, my name is Batman. It doesn't really matter. You can actually be as honest or make something up completely as you want. And then when I click run, if I click on my character, oh, it didn't work. And the reason it didn't work is because I did not change the costume right here. It must match my sprite, otherwise it will not work. Run and click. Hi, my name is Mr. Villa. Now, the other thing about this puzzle is that you can add more information. I just added one piece of information. When it's your turn, you can add as much or as little as you want. Here is puzzle number 4. The instructions say add more sprites to your poster. Don't forget to give them costumes. Add at least 2 other sprites to your poster and give each sprite a different costume and location. So I'm going to go ahead and make my original one smaller because he is taking up quite a bit of size. And I'm also going to click here and I'm going to change his location on my poster. The reason I did that is because I'm going to be adding a couple more. So I'm going to move this mini program. That's the one that makes my character talk. I'm moving it out of the way because I'm going to be adding more things here. So let's go to sprites, grab another one. He should show up on the screen as soon as I let go. There he is. And I'm going to add a third one. And I'm going to make this one my other sprite, that one. It says add at least 2 other sprites to make to your poster. Give each sprite a different costume and location. Right now, notice that both of them are on the same location. So I'm going to change the location of my third one to be right there. And then click run. That's really all they wanted us to do, was to add other sprites in different locations. Click continue when you're ready. Here's puzzle number 5. The directions say, tell the world more about yourself through your new sprites. Have your sprite say something different when each of your sprites is clicked. Make sure whatever you share is safe. Click OK. So since I did add 2 other ones, I need to write a similar program like this for each of my other sprites. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go look for that green one, which is here. It says when this one is clicked, and this one will be for that character. And then I'll get another one for the character with the mustache. I'm giving myself a little bit of room there as well. So what should he say when I click on him? I'm going to go to sprites and grab the say block and say, This is my friend Fred. And then for the mustache character, let's see. Let's see. I live in Marysville. So if I click run and click on my character, no, it's not going to work, and I'll tell you why. It'll work for this monster. It'll work for this guy, but it will not work for this guy because they do not match. So I have to go manually match them, and now I can run it. Click him, and click him. Click continue. Moving on to puzzle number 6. This is the last one here, and this is the one where you will have the option to add or change as many things as you'd like on here. The directions say, "Wow, your poster is so cool. This is your project, so keep going. Here are a few ideas to make your poster even better." So these are just suggestions, of course. This is an open puzzle. You can change as little or as much as you want. For example, add a background. Let's do that. Second bullet, add behaviors. Make each of your sprites react differently when clicked. Let's do that. Well, I already have the blocks that say when clicked. So I'm just going to modify those. Got to make more room actually. So not only will they talk when I click on them, I'm also going to have them perform behaviors. For example, I'm going to make, let's see, spinning. The mustache person will be spinning, but this one gets attached to this one. Sprite begins. And I do have to make sure that they match. So let me change that to the mustache man. Same thing with the this guy. And what behavior should I give him? I'm going to make him grow. And my original character, make sure that you don't use the one that says sprite stops. Use the one that says sprite begins. And I'm going to make him fluttering. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I also need to make sure that that matches. So change them again. So all three of them will have words show up and they will perform a behavior. Let's try it. Click, click, click. Excellent. I'm going to reset it. Also, they suggested to add more events, use the other blocks in the events block category, and they say add sounds. So you have quite a few different things that you're welcome to try here. Again, this is an open-ended puzzle, which means that you can change as much or as little as you'd like. And then when you are done, when you're satisfied with your poster, you can click finish. And because it is the last puzzle of the unit, you will get to the page that shows the certificate. You do not have to do anything here. This just means that you're done.